just have to put this one in the back of our mind and just, push on. We know we have Connecticut. I believe they're still undefeated. I know they're looking forward to keeping that, and we're just gonna need everybody in that game. They're a great group of young team. They have a good head coach, so we just have to be ready for them.
Was it good having bodies back? I mean, having Sugar back, having Brittany back, getting Piff back soon.
Yeah, it's definitely great when you have close to your entire team. Obviously, Sugar makes us better. Vaughn being back acclimated makes us better. Having Piff's presence, that makes everyone better. So it's good to see her around as well.
Tina, sorry if you were asked this already, but you passed Charles Swoops on the all-time scoring list. Obviously, it pales in comparison to the result, the final result.
Mm-hmm.
But how does that make you feel to pass a WNBA legend, three-time champion like Cheryl?
I mean, just to be in the same breath or the same sentence as someone like Cheryl Swoops, it's an honor for me. Nothing that I don't take for granted. Again, when I'm retired and I look back on my career, I'll probably appreciate it more. But I'm just trying to get a championship, so whatever it takes.
Talk about the evolution of the team so far this year. I know it's still a young season, but how do you think the team is evolving and the progress of it overall?
I think we're evolving. I think as long as you're identifying the problems early on, I know we can always get better. So the fact that we have Katie just holding everyone accountable, that definitely helps. And each one of us, we just have to keep holding each other accountable, keep being transparent with one another, and being able to take constructive criticism. It would always help us to and get us to where we want to be towards the end of the year.
Talk about Coach Katie so far. What do you think of her coaching style?
I think she's doing the best that she can. I think Bill did the best that he could in order to make us successful, and that's all you can appreciate from someone. We have the utmost respect for her. We're happy for her. So we're just going to keep trusting her.
Do you think as a former player should be able to help you all with bringing her style of play into her coaching style type thing?
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely think her being a player, even with Bill, he knew how to identify with us knowing when we were tired, knowing what to say to get us going, and she does the same thing. I mean, the entire coaching staff that we have, Barb Farris, Herb Williams, and Teresa Weatherspoon, having all those players, they were once players, it definitely helps.
Through the first 5 games, the game's been decided by a combined 27 points. Do you think this going down to the wire every night, do you think that's going to help you guys in the long run? Deal with some adversity a little bit, build you guys for the long stretch?
Definitely. But we just have to overcome that hump. We did it versus Dallas. We were down 20 points. Skylar Diggins came out and made 4 or 5 threes. That didn't knock us down. So just us, keep trying to be resilient, keep having confidence in one another and staying together out there. I believe it will pay off. But you definitely don't want to be in those situations. So, yeah.
How do you feel to be back at MSG today?
It's definitely a blessing to be on the court at MSG. I don't think anyone really, no one here is going to take it for granted, the fact that we can say that, we once upon a time played at MSG. Personally, for me, I want to be where I'm wanted and where this team is wanted, and that's at the county center, so, yeah.
One of the big assets of my game is my defense, and that's something I've tried to focus on to kind of transition into the offensive side of things. And it's something I've had to focus on within the last couple of years at UConn especially. So just trying to use that to my advantage, continuing to transition all of the assets that I've already built, and then using all the resources that I have here now and all the coaches and my teammates to try and build up the things that I would consider my weaknesses.
Yeah. Good seeing you again. Good luck.
Nice seeing you as well. Thank you.
I know you probably answered a whole bunch of these questions already, so please forgive me. Just talk about your game against Phoenix tonight and how you think it went overall.
Obviously, it was a tough battle. Within the second quarter, I think we got a little bit stagnant, but then we fought our way back coming out in the third, and it was a good fight.
Talk about your play. You've been playing very well for the New York Liberty. How has your WNBA experience been so far?
It's been great. Obviously, I think I'm in the best position possible on the best team that I could have gone to. I love my teammates, my coaches. I think they've done a great job of helping me with anything that I've needed so far. And then the transition, thankfully, I've been around UConn for 4 years and with the national team for 5 or 6 now, I think. And that's kind of allowed me to be around great players and in their presence and trying to transition. It's made it a lot easier.
Is it a lot different from UConn to here?
In terms of the people that we play against?
Or just the overall speed of play, I guess you could say?
The biggest transition, I would say, is just the IQ of all the basketball players that you play against. Each and every night you're playing against some of the best players in the world who have had experiences in the Olympics, in college, overseas. And it's not necessarily your speed, your quickness, or your strength that's going to outwork them. It's how can they counteract what you're doing to them, and how can you counteract that to try and slow them down.
Just talk about being able to play at Madison Square Garden tonight. How special is it for you?
Yeah, I mean, playing here is an extremely special place. There's so much history, so rich in basketball history. The crowd was great, the kids were hilarious, but it was a lot of fun. Obviously, every time I've gotten the opportunity to play here, it's been a great time.
Talk about the evolution of the team so far. I know it's still early, but how do you think the team's been evolving?
I mean, I think each and every game we're continuing to get better, working on things that we place emphasis on through our film sessions, through our practices, and I think we're continuing to battle, and it's just going to be a matter of continuing to work through it.
Thank you so much. Talk about the game against Phoenix tonight. How do you think the team did overall?
We started out strong. We had a couple good quarters and just had some mental lapses in the fourth quarter, and as well as that there just turnovers, some offensive rebounds that we gave up, some missed defensive assignments. So the positives are that it's all stuff that we can control and correct. It wasn't anything special that Phoenix did.
Talk about your game. How do you think you performed on the floor tonight?
I did okay. I mean, I'm always pretty hard on myself. There's room for improvement. I definitely would like to be more aggressive on both ends, but still trying to learn my new teammates, my new environment. So I just got to be patient.
How do you find the adjustment to New York? How's it been for you so far?
It's been great. You know, got a lot of great teammates, people that I've known. Shavante, we played together. I've known Tina. So just having that familiarity with some players has helped the transition be pretty easy.
Having Coach Katie, how do you think her coaching style is so far?
I love playing for Katie. I actually got to play with her for a couple of years, so to be on the other side, it's been fun so far. She's very encouraging, motivating, demands a lot of us, and definitely, is helping us all get better.
Can you compare her playing style to her coaching style?
I think so. It's very similar. Intense, competitive, but at the same time motivating, and she's a great leader.
Now, just talk about the evolution of the team so far. I know it's still early, but how do you think the team's been evolving?
It's kind of hard to tell right now because we've had so many people in and out with injuries and being overseas. But I think, each game we've corrected something from the previous game that we didn't do so well. So, again, that's a positive. And as we continue to get people back and we continue to figure each other out, I think it's just going to get better.
How special is it for you to be able to play at Madison Square Garden tonight?
It was fun. I've always enjoyed coming here to play. So to be on the home team now, it's exciting.
And talk about the kids' energy. That must have been exciting to just have that type of energy.
Yeah, the Kids' Day game is always fun. They're going to know the lyrics to all the songs, and they're going to cheer loud the whole game. So appreciate them coming out. It's definitely fun.